Right, hi guys, welcome back. I've had my dinner and I'm back at it. Right, I had a little bit of a change of mind. I've remounted this on a worm screw because I want to put a recess in the bottom. I want to put a mortise. I don't like a foot. I don't like it like this. I just me personally, I think a bowl looks better when it's got a recess in the bottom. When you turn it over and you see a recess, you know someone's done something on the bottom of that. It's not just so. It's me, totally me. What you like is what you like, and you do what you like. I don't think it's nothing to do with strength, because I think a lot of the time if it breaks or something, it's because you over tighten it. You've only got to get hold of it. And if it does fly off, well then that's my fault. So I'm quite happy to take that decision. But anyway, enough rambling. I'm gonna take this off this foot, and I'm going to put a recess in the bottom. Then I'll get hold of it, and when I've finished it all, it will be finished and done. I won't have to worry about remounting. Like I say, I've said on all my videos, I prefer it because if I want to remount it and re-wax it at any time, do anything with the finish, maybe I might want to turn it into something else, you know. I can just chuck it on there and do it at any time. So that's why I like it. Right, so I'm going to get it turning and put it. All I did, I had my centre mark because I was between centres. I drilled it a 7.5mm hole and put it onto the worm screw. So it's held on there. It's all centred. It's all running through. Okay, and I'm just going to take that off, and there we go. Right, I'm going to use a spindle gouge at first to do this. Just to get rid of this foot. One isn't very sharp actually. I haven't sharpened that up since yesterday. Let me go over to this one. That's a bit better. Well, I've already got a nice smooth finish here, so I'm going to come in on the bevel, light twist, and in we go. Doesn't matter about how much clean it is really, because I'm going to be taking that all out in a minute. Right, okay, I'm going to get my measurement done. Right, now I need 50mm for these jaws to go into. Okay, so I need 50mm. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ruler. So that means if I put 25mm at the centre and mark at the 50, there we go. Okay, so that's where my mortise is going to be. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in. I've got my little mortise tool, way too high, still a bit high. There we go, just get that on centre. Right, I don't want to push too hard on that. I'm going to use a smaller parting tool first, just to take smaller cuts and come in first. probably a little bit deeper than I want to go, but that's all right. Oh, that moved a little bit then. Right, we're going to stop that in a second because I think that's just moved a little bit. Right, hang on. Let me stop that. Let me just... Right. That's all right. That looked like that moved. Right, okay. Now I can come in and just get my angle for my jaws, my dovetail. Right, that'll do my dovetail. And then I'm going to take the rest of that out with a spindle gouge. So, right, small spindle gouge here, and I'm just going to come in. Clean up that bottom. I'm a little bit low now. Right, that's it. Right, we'll just can't really get on that there, so I'm going to come this way. Okay, so I'm going to ride the bevel, roll it a little bit. There we are. As I come in, as long as I take that sweet right over, I'll get in there and get a nice tight bit in there. Okay, and now I'm just going to come across. Clean this bottom up. That's it, I don't want to take it down any more than that. That feels alright. Right, I'm probably going to put a couple of little lines in the bottom. I'm just going to take that little nibble off there. Right, I'm going to put a couple of little lines in the bottom. There we go. There we go, that'll do. Right, and I'll just do a little bit of sand on that. Right, I should put my dusty scratch on really. Put that on. Turn this back on for a minute and just clean the dust out of the bottom, and I'll put some paste on. A bit more speed. got me a little bit in here with my wax. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give another little bit of wax around the outside here. While I've got my wax, I might as well give it another coat. It's not going to hurt it. There we go. I'm happy with that recess. Now I think that looks a lot better than a foot. I really do. It's what I like, and it's my bowl, so I always do what I like. Same as if it's your bowl, you do what you like. I don't make bowls to sell. Right, there we go, guys. Right, that's. Yeah, oh, that looks a lot better. That looks nice. That's picking up the light there. Okay, and I've got enough there to grip that. That should be all right for hollowing out. And like I say, if it does come off, well, then that's down to me. I'm not going to blame anyone else for it.
Not even me.
Well, I'm not going to go that far.
I knew it.
Alright, I'll take that one screw out. Right, now I'll change this chuck because I've done it for the other chuck. There we go. Alright. Now we're going to get this mounted on here, ready for hollowing. Right, so put that on. Right, okay. That's it, no tighter than that. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Hopefully it won't. I'll be standing down here anyway, so. Right, okay. Right, I'm just going to be using I'm going to start off with my 3/8 bowl gouge. Right, yeah, I'm pretty much just on, so just a little bit low. There we go. Right, okay. So turn it down, start her up. Make sure it's all running through. Yep, that's all running through. Right, we'll start off about there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just work my way back slowly. Because what I don't want to do is break my edge out. I don't want to lose the bark, so I'm just going to work my way back slowly until I get to where I want to be. A bit of that bouncing noise, remember that's not flat as in level flat. I'm going to take a little bit out of here. of speed on that. I'm just going to have a look at where I am on my, make sure this bark's not coming away at all. Right, so I can get in a bit more on here. I've just got to watch that there. That's the bit that's going to be, I did put some super glue in that, so well, that's very grainy. Look at that. That's yeah, doesn't cut very nice. Right, I'm not going to go too thin with this because I don't want to lose any of that bark. Right. I can see how thin I am at the moment. Right, we'll have another look, just see how thin I am on the edge. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to go much thinner than that because, like I say, I want that to be quite a nice thick chunky edge on that. Right, okay, we'll keep going. Right, we're going to go over and do a little bit of a carbide because I said I'd do a bit of everything. Right, so one of the best for hollowing, one of the best hollowers, the SCH, okay? Now we can do this with pull cuts. A bit high here actually, I think. Yeah, a little bit high. There we go. I'm going to move that and put the tail rest down the end. Put the tail stop down the end. Right, okay. Like I said, with this chisel, keep your bar flat on there. Your cutter's already at the right angle. Come in, pick up that cut. It's quite hard, this wood, actually. get down to a bit of depth in the middle. You cut equally as well with this one, going both ways. So if you do have trouble, if you do have any trouble using a bowl gouge, and this is your next best answer. So I'm going to just put my, I'll stop it and put my tool rest in a little bit, just to help me get the angle. Actually, that's given a better finish than the bowl gouge. Let me just check that centre, because I think I was a little bit high there. Yeah, I'm a little bit high. So there we go. Right, okay. Let's carry on. Oh, no. Let me get that off of there. Bugger. I hope I didn't damage that then. Nope, I didn't. It's a little bit off of that bit. I was just catching. It was actually catching underneath the tool rest here on the post. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Didn't do no damage. I need my tool rest over a little bit. I'm running out of tool rest. Oh, see, I caught it again. I should turn it off really. I won't learn, will I? I'll never learn. I should actually have a bigger tool rest, would be easier. That'd be the better bet. There we go. Let's put a longer one in. That's going to be better. Now I'm away from it. Right, you won't be catching it now. Right, yep, I'm on centre. They're all good. Right. Yeah, caught a little bit of that top of that bark just there, but that's going to be all right. Time I wax that, that'd be okay. Right, okay. Quite a bit to go on the depth. But yeah, this is very hard wood, this. And when you're going to use this for this tool for push cuts, like I say, when you're coming in on the side, you've got to be over here with the tool, right the way over to the side, okay? And just come in, you'll pick up the cut. But the beauty of this tool, because of the bevel,
the very slight bevel that you've got, you can stay in contact with the bevel all the way around for the cut. Now if I'm coming in with a bowl gouge, by the time I get down to the bottom, I'm not supported by the bevel. It's an unsupported cut. So that's when you get the ridges. But this I can go right through the one chisel. So you get a nice smooth cut on the bottom. And also because of that, you can actually get as good a finish when you do a pull cut, because your bevel's still riding. Like I say, I do both, and then I see which one gives me the best cut. Now just come outwards on that, and that doesn't give a good cut, see? So we've definitely got to be going in. Right, I don't think I'm really near there yet, but I'm gonna just check on that bottom. Right, so I'm there. Yeah, I've got quite a way to go yet. Even though I've got a recess, so I've got to remember that. Right, yeah, that's better. We'll get over 2,000 now. Get that sawdust out. Come back, get rid of the sawdust. Right, now what I'm going to do, because I'm getting near to this level, I'm going to be changing over to a 12mm. That's the SCH2, and I'm going to be changing over to the SCH3, which has the bigger cutter, which will give me more chance of getting a nicer finish without any lines. Not that I've got any ridges in that anyway. That's giving quite a clean cut on there, so we're doing all right. Where am I? Remember, I've got a recess in the bottom. Where's my doofer? Right. It still seems. Actually, no, hang on a minute. I've got to go on the right part of the bowl, haven't I? Right, so if I go there, that deep. Right, so that deep. I've got a foot. Right, I've got a bit to go, so we're not too bad. Right, so SCH3, exactly the same, flat on the tool rest. What you find with this one, since it's got the bigger cutter, it will give you less chance of getting ridges. So nice and smooth in that bottom corner there. And like I say, if you're into doing your bowls, guys, then these chisels are brilliant, absolutely brilliant for doing bowls, for hollowing. I mean, as I say, it's nice using the bowl gouge. So I'm using the back of the chisel to clean that out. Get rid of that sawdust. Right, we've got a lovely smooth finish. We've got a slight little ridge there. Got to watch because that bowl comes over a bit at the bottom, so I can't go straight down with it. So we've got a slight ridge, so I'm going to take that out now. There it is, got it. Right, got a little dibble in the bottom there, so let's get rid of that. You can take the finest of cuts. Right. I think I might be happy with where I am at that. Let's see what finish we've got. Take this, let's just... Now, look at that, there's no torn grain on that. Right, I'm down far enough. I'm happy with that. Yep. Right, I'll do a little bit of sanding, it won't be a lot, I can assure you. Yeah, I'm happy with that. There's not a bit of torn grain on that at all. And actually, as I say, the SCH, if you like, and that will do bowl after bowl after bowl without any need for sharpening. So that will start give you your hollowing. Like I say, the bowl gouge is good, does fine. But if you want to do it with carbide, if you don't want to worry about your sharpening, then they are basically exactly the equivalent to having a bowl gouge. No, don't use them any different, and your finish won't be any different. In fact, your chances are you'll find your finish is better. Because if you come down, if I carried on, let me just grab a bowl gouge here. I know I'm waffling on and waffling on. Never mind. You ain't got nothing else to do. If I come down with a bowl gouge, by the time I get to the bottom of here, it's not so bad on this, but you start to get onto your tip, you're unsupported, you can't keep that bevel in contact. So then you get your few little ridges, so then you'll have to change over to another, your bottom feeder one, or you'll go for a scraper, where that will work from there right the way round. No ridges, there's not a single line. It's hard to see because you've got the grain pattern here, which is all rings. But yeah, there's not a bit of torn grain on that, and there's not one little ripple, there's not one bump. So there you go. Just a little shout out for the carbide. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of sanding. Just get my tool rest down here out of the way. Right, we'll turn that on. I'll turn the speed down a little bit. I'm going to get that over. Right, okay, so start with 180 grip. I'm not going to touch that top edge. Pull that in a little bit closer. That's it. Feels quite nice. Right, okay. That one, now we're on 240. .240 grip. Now 320. That's all I'm going up to is 320. Right, stop that for a second. Get a little wipe out. Yep, that's all nice. Oh, that's nice and smooth in there. Right, now what I'm going to do, before I put any wax on inside, I'm going to put some oil just around the edge here on the bark, because obviously I'm not going to be able to get a wax in there on the bark, so I'm going to just get some oil on this bark, just so it pops it out a bit. And then while I'm waxing, that'll be drying. Oh, that makes that look nice. Lucky enough, I didn't do any damage when I caught that. I'll just get a bit of oil into that. Right, that's that. And now I'll do a bit of, I'll do some sanding paste on the inside. So I'm going to just dab that round with a tissue. Stand to one side as I turn it on so any oil can flick out. Now being careful not to catch my hand on the edge. Some sanding paste on the inside. Need a bit more speed. Some more speed than that. If I'm going to catch my hand, I want it to really hurt. That's the only way you learn not to do it. It soon teaches you not to do it, I'll tell you. Bit more speed. That's it. We're a bit over 2,000 RPM, which is when this paste works best. But you, as I say, use whatever finishes you like using, guys. That's what you use. I just use what my own paste ones. I don't sell this. It's there's so much you've got to go through. There's so.
I'm just going to take my mask off. People are such snowflakes nowadays, you know. You sell some sort of finish and they end up getting poisoned or something by it. They bloody moan at you, and you know. No one sees the funny side of anything nowadays. No, there's a lot of restrictions, regulations you have to go through when you're going to start making to sell it. So I don't sell it. This is just purely and simply for me. Whether I will do in the future, I don't know. We'll see how things go. But it's just something I made up for myself. What's it blend that it works. Like I said, I like to do it all at speed. I mean, I'm at that's a bit slow actually. I'm at 2,200 RPM. So just work that paste in. That's it. So now I'll give that a little go with some tissue. In the centre there. Right here. Just takes off the last of the residue. And now again the same. My wax is just my own wax. I make it up myself. I made it designed that it works at speed. You need speed. It doesn't work at slow speed. You put it on with a slow speed, you won't get a shine on it. There we go. And now I just work this until it all breaks in and works its way in. Gives me a lovely shine. But yeah, just say use whatever finishes you want to use, guys. Just follow the instructions on the tins for what they say. I've tried the other ones. I've tried all the brands, and I'm just not. I don't like. Well, it's not. I don't like. They don't suit me. Right. Okay. I think we're pretty much there, guys. Oh, that's got a nice shine on it. Get rid of those bits. There we go. Got a nice smooth finish. I find this sort of ash, I just find it's like a, I don't know, what I call dirty looking wood. It looks like it's got dirty marks on it when it hasn't. It's just the actual wood itself. It has a little stain mark. It looks very old actually. It's like an antique. You'd think that was turned years ago. Probably going by the time I spend waffling, you'd say it's taken you bloody years, but it was new when I put it on. It's antique by the time I finish. Right. Right, well, there we go, guys. I like that. I much prefer that on the bottom. And I didn't want it ultra thin, and I want it rounded, obviously. It's most things end up me using them. I've got so many bowls I end up throwing peanuts in. Yeah. I have different bowls. That's a nice deep one. I can get a lot of nuts in there. Don't you start with the nuts again. Don't you start laughing. No, sometimes I have big nuts, so she is terrible, I tell you. Right, anyway. There you go, guys. Done. Little natural edge bowl. Just got a few bits of fluff. Okay, so there you go. We kept the bark. That bark was already like that on that edge, but it didn't. But this is what I was saying. You know, you tend to get this like, it's like a staining goes down inside it, but it's just in what's in the wood basically. The colours. I mean, I've got it here. Look, you've got all these. Like it's run, isn't it? Like a. Yeah, it looks like something's run, but it's just the watermarks that were on the wood basically. The grain, as I say, this being ash, it's got this very, very open grain, but hopefully you can see there's no torn grain or anything. Those AU cutters, I tell you, on those, SCH1, 2 and 3 chisels. Fantastic. SCH1 for your smaller jobs. Bowls, if you do for bowls, SCH2. That's the middle one. That'll do any size bowl. And then the SCH3, which gives you a nice finish with no ripples, there's no tool marks, there's nothing to take out. You see how little sanding I've done there, and you can see the finish on that. So I quite like that actually. It's like say water's run into it and marked it sometimes. So it looks quite oldie worldy that, but I'm happy with that.
Yep.
It's a nice little, that's sit nice on the table.
Yep.
Right. Might even put some little Christmas potpourri or something in that. Right, so there we go, guys. Thank you for all the comments on the last video we've done.
Yeah,
the little Christmas elf one. It's just a bit of fun for me and Lisa. We just wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
In our own special way.
In our own special way, yeah. Yeah. So there you go. And it was a chance for me to get Lisa to come on camera. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not one for being on camera.
No.
To be behind it.
I've just got natural.
Yeah, you're just natural beauty.
And stuff
Yeah.
for TV. I'm just naturally made for TV. I think that's the thing. Yeah. Right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. Toodle pip.
Bye, guys.